Hey there, welcome to this session of the course. So today we are going to be talking about typography in design. So basically I'm going to walk you through different elements of typography and how to properly apply them to design. We're not going to be doing um, any software design stuff. I'm just going to basically walk you through the different type of fonts, make you understand typefaces, font weights, and some other things related to typography. So first of all, it's essential for us to understand what typography actually mean. So from my screen here, you can see typography is the art and technique of arranging type to make written language legible, readable, and visually appealing. It plays a crucial role in graphic design by conveying messages, setting modes, and establishing visual hierarchies. So that is basically what design is. It's make type readable, because we know without typography, without text, design would not make sense. Like no matter how design would expand to, typography is always going to be part of design, because these are the things that make us understand what is being written in a design, and it conveys the actual message that is being passed there. We know there are other elements like colors, lines, shapes, and the rest. So, but typography, it plays a very crucial role in design. So, moving on, we'll look into type parts. This means like different parts of a typography. Each font has a name for the parts. So basically, the fonts I use for this font written typography here, this is actually a serif font. Yes, serif fonts are the kind of fonts that have like decorative lines around. So if you can see, this one has some decorative lines. The Y has some lines. Each, like most of the edges of the font, has some decorative lines that are pointing out and making it look all beautiful like that. So here, most of the parts of the font are being pointed out with their names. So this is the ascender, the serif, points, size. Okay, this is the size of the font. This is the X height, baseline, like bottom of the font. Okay, leading and descender. Okay, this is basically showing us the name of the spaces that have been created between the font. So when we get to working with typography in Photoshop, I will show you how to properly arrange your fonts. Like if you have a written text, there's a way you can adjust the leading, adjust the kerning in a way that is going to be easy to read. And there are fonts that are being used for body text. There are fonts that are meant for headlines. Fonts like they have their different purposes, which will also be covered in this video. So moving on, next we have typefaces here. So this is where we see different type of typeface. So basically, what's a typeface? A typeface is a set of fonts with a consistent design style, including variations in weight, width, size, and style, e.g. Times New Roman, Arial. So fonts is a specific size, weight, and style of a typeface. So now looking at this diagram here, we can see that there is typeface and there is font. So the typeface is a font that contains different variations here. So when we start working on designs in Photoshop, you will see that a font like this font now here is Open Sans. So when you go to the character menu in Photoshop, it's going to display this thing here. From there, you can adjust the size of the font. You can adjust the spacing between each letters in the font. If you have a bulk text, just like this one, you can adjust the spacing between lines in a text. And also under that character menu in Photoshop, it gives you different options to select the font weight. Like now, the first one here is Open Sans Light Italic. So you can see it's kind of like an italic font and it's light. The next one is regular. The lighter one is, the regular is a bit bolder than the light. Next one is Open Sans Italic. So it's still the regular font, but it's in italic mode. While the next one is medium, it's a bit bolder than the regular. So like we have them listed all here down to the extra bold. There are some other fonts that have some other font weights aside this one. We have black. Yeah, I think that's the boldest one. So this set of font weights generally is a typeface. Each typeface has all these elements inside it, while a single one of these is a font. You get, like, there are fonts and there are typefaces. So the font actually houses all these different font weights in it. So that's basically the difference. So basically we have two type of fonts. We have the serif font and the sans serif font. So if I zoom closer here, we can see that, let me see, there's a description for each of them here. So this is the serif font now. Now they said the serif font typefaces with small decorative lines or stroke at the end of characters, often associated with traditional or formal designs. So you see this type of font has decorative lines and is basically used for like luxury products, and there are brands that it fits better to use it. So the next one is typeface, sans serif typeface without these decorative lines, offering a cleaner and more modern appearance. So these type of fonts are basically, they're not like decorative as the serif. So the sans serif doesn't really has all those decorative lines. It's just modern fonts, straight to the point. So the next one here we have hierarchy. Hierarchy is, let's say, hierarchy means organizing text elements to guide readers attention, typically achieved through variations in size, weight and color. So just like I illustrated here, we see this is the heading of the font. Now the heading is bolder and it has a different color from the other fonts here. So for this one, I use the very bold font. This is like giving like the differences between the importance of each of this message here now. So the heading is the first thing you're going to read, while the subheading is what you're meant to read next before you read the body. So this is the headline. So once you come across a text or a message, for example, the headline is the major thing that is being projected to capture your attention first. So that is why for headlines, there are certain fonts that work better. There are certain font weights you have to use to make that font to be legible. So imagine this whole body text now being bolder than the heading. It's not going to make sense. Or imagine the subheading being bolder than the heading. It's not going to make sense because you tend to start reading the body before you come. You might even forget to read the headline. So the headline is the major attracting point of any message. So once you come across it, you're meant to read it first before you read the other complementary text here. So this is where visual hierarchy for texts come in here. So the color can also play a role in creating hierarchy between fonts, and the weight as well. So it's the size, weight and the color. So just like I illustrated here, the heading has different color, has a bolder weight than the other one and a bigger size than the other ones. So subsequently with the other ones below. So alignment ensures that text elements are visually aligned for coherence and readability. So alignment, this shows that text are being aligned in a way that they can be legible in like the proper in an artboard, you need to align them in a way that where they are being positioned, they can be easily read and understood. So from here now, we see the first one at the top here is the center alignment. This is basically used for, in most cases, when we are like having a paper, let's say presentation paper. Sometimes the headline might necessarily need to be aligned at the middle, not always, but sometimes you need to align the headline at the middle, so it's going to be like bold at the middle, then some text might still come under. So for this one, I just aligned this. So we have the center alignment, the right alignment, and the left alignment, and this is the justify. So then I just made this illustration just to show you a different kind of alignment that we have, and alignments can work differently depending on what you are working on. So next up we have consistency. Consistency means maintaining uniformity in typography choices throughout a design to establish visual harmony. So now we can see from here that we have this design. This one says no, I don't make free logo designs. You can see the way I played around these fonts, having the no being bold, and I still maintain the same font and same kind of alignment within the text to still keep that legibility, just like it's being said in the definition here. Maintaining uniformity in typography choices throughout a design. So looking at the second design, you can see here now there is hierarchy here and there is consistency here too. So you can see the font choices are being arranged in a way that it maintains that consistency of the message. So like assuming I changed this font, like the headline, to something else, it might not really rhyme with the rest. In some cases it might work, but not all cases. So for this particular flyer here, there is an element of hierarchy and consistency here. So that's basically what consistency means: maintaining uniformity of the font that is being used in a design. So white space, utilizing space around text elements to enhance readability and overall design aesthetics. So this is basically talking about giving space, because space in a design is also necessary. So it's explaining that you need to position your fonts in a way that there are enough space between them so they can be easily read. So looking at this now, it says stay simple, stay positive, and then there's a space here, and then you see the subtext written below. So like this the spaces in this particular design makes it easy for someone to comprehend what is being written there and also feel this design, the message the design is trying to pass. Same with the second one too. So we have the bold text here and then the subtext written below here. If there was an image, you can just add it somewhere and it will also complement. When working on a design, space is very necessary as well. So in conclusion, mastering typography essentials is crucial in graphic design. By grasping basic terminologies and principles, designers can effectively convey messages, establish brand identity, and enhance readability. So understanding all these elements of typography, you will know how to properly arrange your design and arrange your text, when to use a particular font, how to use the font weights in order to achieve what you need to achieve for a design. So that's all for this tutorial. Catch you up on the next one. Stay tuned and keep watching.